Hello there, all Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Risings. Welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria. We have your August 2025 money and career reading here for you. Happy birthday to all of you celebrating an August birthday this month. This is your astrological new year, so you might be feeling a little bit more reflective. You might be having a look at your financial goals or your career goals, and are you happy with where you are? Are you looking to make some change or make some progress? This can certainly be a great month for you to set some intentions or even to just write some goals down. Because often when we do just write some things down, it gives us a clearer sense of focus and it feels like we're bringing something a little bit more into reality. We are, speaking of kind of taking a step back, reflecting and maybe slowing things down a little bit, we are in retrograde season. Okay, we do have Mercury retrograde all the way up until August 11th, and then of course it will still be in its shadow period. So for the majority of August, we are going to be feeling this Mercury retrograde, and it is in the sign of Leo, which can bring about some drama. It can bring about, a little bit of fiery and spicy energy, which can actually give you a little bit of a energy boost to do something that you've been putting off, or to get something started, or to make some change. But Mercury in Leo can also fuel your passion, right? And we can take advantage of some retrograde energy by taking that step back, by looking at the potential, the possibilities, by looking at the big picture and getting a little bit more focus and seeing a little bit more clearly. Retrogrades do get a bad rap, especially Mercury retrograde, right? Because it's, our most common retrograde. So as always, in a Mercury retrograde, just take extra care, time, and attention to paying close attention to the details, asking questions, double and triple checking anything. Of course, the potential for miscommunication and misunderstandings is heightened. The potential for technology snafus is also heightened here as well. So again, just do a little bit extra care and attention, right? Some people do say that, Mercury retrograde is never a time to sign contracts or make important decisions, or travel plans as well can sometimes go astray. However, life does go on, right? So if you do need to do any of those things, just make sure that all of your ducks in a row, and just take a little bit of extra precaution to protect yourself. For example, if you are traveling, make photocopies of your passports. Don't rely just on your technology. So if you have your boarding pass and things like that just saved on your phone, print out a copy as well. Okay, same thing with any kind of hotel bookings or anything like that, right? Because of course, Mercury retrograde can have your technology going haywire a little bit, and so you want that paper backup, right? Something that you can touch. Other retrogrades, we do have Pluto retrograde, of course, been retrograde for a while in Aquarius, and is until October. So this can really be about, really going deep, really thinking about what you truly want, what you truly desire. This can be about taking your power back. So if you feel as though you've been powerless or out of control, this can be where you do kind of, really dig within the depths of yourself, right? And, if you are giving all your power away at work, this is where you can grow a backbone, right? This is where if someone's taking advantage of your good nature and your desire to have things perfect, right? You can, put those boundaries up if you need to, right? That way someone else, perhaps in your workplace, doesn't do things halfway and expect you to finish them off. It will just leave it like this. And we know that Virgo will go and pretty it up for us a little bit. And so you might have to put up those kind of boundaries, right? To protect yourself, your energy, your time, and also your own career path. Because are you getting credit for those kind of things? So, so Pluto can really help us, right? But it can help us break free and can help us bring us new beginnings as well. We also do have Neptune and Saturn pretty much traveling together at the moment, and they are both retrograde in the sign of Aries. So this can be breakthroughs, this can be shattering the mold of things, and this can be, really where you get real about following your goals and your dreams, right? And so you can take some real practical steps to making some things happen. So let's see what we've got for you. And we've got a strategy coming out there for you. Okay, so your goal to navigate your money situation, your workplace, any changes you want to make is developing a strategy, writing things down. See, we've got a journal, a log right on there with that feather pen. So again, that could certainly be a really good way for you to organize your thoughts, or again, just have something, kind of like a vision board. You don't need to necessarily get fancy, but, Post-it notes, right? Put a Post-it note on your bathroom mirror or at your desk or something like that, or inside your wallet, and it can just be that little bit of a reminder. But the act of writing something down and putting something on paper makes it real. Okay, so a plan, a strategy, even if it changes, right? Just doing that little first step can really help us out a little bit. Okay, this can also be a reminder for you. This can be a really good time, especially your astrological New Year is an important event, right? It's very much like our calendar New Year. So if you think about all those things that you are thinking, doing, and feeling at, New Year's Eve, this comes up again when we have our birthdays. So, so again, it's like setting some intentions, or, looking at the big picture, looking at the future and saying, am I headed in the direction I want to go in, or do I need to do something different? And that strategy can be changeable for you, but it's a good place to write things down there. We have Patience here as well. So we've got this beautiful angel, a vision in white, holding a clock. Now that clock can certainly represent a little bit of a divine timing. Okay, things do happen in their natural order, in their natural timing. Okay, so if you've been wanting something to happen, waiting for something to happen, okay, a little bit of patience may be required. Nobody likes to be told that. We want those things to happen here and now. We want to say, you're going to get rich quick tomorrow. You're going to get the job of your dreams tomorrow, or you're going to get financial independence tomorrow, right? Or even today. But it doesn't always happen really that fast, right? So we do need to be open to things. We do need to be willing to sometimes take a chance. We do need to be willing to go with the flow, make some changes, or even put an end to some things to get us a little bit closer to what we want. But we also need to be open to the possibilities of things here as well. All right. Sometimes things happen really big, really fast. A lot of times things happen a little bit slower and a little bit smaller, but it's those small things that add up to the big things. So patience may be required. Divine timing is at play for you. Okay, and trust the process, trust yourself, and be open and in the flow. You may also need to exercise a little bit of patience with perhaps some people or situations around you, because of course retrograde energy does tend to slow things down a little bit. Okay, we reflect, refocus, regroup, renew, but sometimes we can revive things as well. Okay, but a little bit of patience may be required because it may feel like things have just slowed down just a little bit. Okay, people go on vacations in August. People are getting ready for back to school, that kind of thing. And so there's, certain things that just don't necessarily happen in the time frame that you want, right? I've got a great relationship with my boss at work, right? It's a pretty easygoing guy. And, but sometimes if I need to talk to him about something important, because I manage a whole bunch of people as well, I have to wait for the right time. Right? There's certain situations or certain times that just aren't going to be conducive to the outcome of a conversation that I want to have with him. So I pick my moments and I pick my time. And sometimes I need to wait a week or two, depending on what's going on. So I'm open and aware, right? But I'm ready to pounce on the guy as soon as I figure out that it's the right time. So, a little bit of patience can go a very long way to help you to get what you want. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. I love having the Wheel of Fortune out here for you. And I think Leo also got the Wheel of Fortune, right? Leo and you guys both have birthdays in August. So Wheel of Fortune about going with the flow, but it's also about taking a risk, taking a chance, taking a gamble, see what happens. We've got the Queen of Swords there for you as well. And we've got the Page of Wands. So this can actually be really some great energy for you guys. The Wheel of Fortune can certainly represent, yes, a little bit of good luck and good fortune headed your way. Okay, it can also represent the ebb and the flow of life, of course, right? Sometimes things feel like they're going backwards. Sometimes it feels like we've got, if we didn't have bad luck, we wouldn't have any luck at all, right? So the Wheel of Fortune in the upright is a turning point for you. It is a time to embrace more opportunities, to expand your horizons, to take a chance with yourself, take a chance on a business option, take a chance on, making some changes in your career, right? And those chances have more of a potential to pay off for you when the Wheel of Fortune shows up. This is an energy of increase and growth for you, and yes, perhaps a little bit of luck can be on your side there. Okay, ruled by Jupiter, our most beneficial planet, so you could have some gifts or opportunities or some doors opening up along your way. But we do sometimes get surprises and unexpected happenings there with the Wheel of Fortune, but things that can either change the direction, the path that you're on, or bring you those opportunities that you've been looking for, okay? A little bit of a lucky break there for some of you, okay? So don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone, because the Wheel of Fortune can certainly say this is where prosperity lies, this is where success lies, always just outside of your comfort zone, right? Always pushing you forward, helping you expand and grow. But we do have the Queen of Swords and the Page of Wands there as well. Now this can represent the Queen of Swords. Yes, this can be a great energy here for making some positive changes, putting up some boundaries, speaking your truth and being honest. Okay, but this can also really bode well for having those conversations, and conversations about what? Page of Wands. Page of Wands can be something exciting that is manifesting in your world, or some opportunities that you have been looking for, and this is where we find something that's interesting, that's intriguing, and we're excited about. And so this can be a great energy for going on job interviews, great energy for, again, biding your time and, making sure that your timing is impeccable, and having that all important conversation with someone who can help to elevate your financial or career situation in some way. So this can certainly be some exciting energy. With the Page of Wands there as well, there could be something going on with one of your children. Okay, and whether you're going to spend some money and go on vacation with one of your kids, maybe do something a little bit different with the Wheel of Fortune there. If you normally go to a certain place, this can be where you're, going to push those boundaries a little bit and maybe do something different. And this could be at the request and of one of your children there with that Page of Wands. But certainly the Page of Wands can be a sense of adventure, a sense of excitement, following your passions, getting excited about new opportunities, or about making some really positive changes in your world. So the pages do tend to bring us news or bring us new. It can be a brand new beginning, or it can be just a sense of renewal, or a leveling up in a situation there. So this can be really awesome energy, positive conversations all around, and really smart decisions with that Queen of Swords there. You're thinking logically, you're thinking clearly, you're being honest and truthful with yourself, with those around you, and it's like, I know what I want. I've made a decision and I'm going to stick with it, but I'm not going to be so stubborn that I won't change my strategy or change my mind as I go forward if I need to. We're going in the flow here, people. Let's see what else we get. We've got the Emperor, wonderful. Wow, the Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune, pretty good. We've got the Five of Cups, okay, not so bright and shiny, right in the middle there. Okay, and we've got the Four of Wands, okay? So there could be, a couple of little ups and downs there in your month ahead. So this can really be where with that Emperor energy, you're really going to need to take charge, okay, of your situation. And sorry, I've got a cat climbing my screen door. Anyways, you're really going to have to take charge of your situation, right? The Emperor can certainly be your sense and your energy of taking charge, taking the lead, being confident in yourself and your decisions, okay, and just really being your own boss, right? Like being in that position of authority. Now, having said that, the Emperor can certainly also be a card of strategy. So we've got repeated messages of strategy coming out here for you. Okay, and the Emperor is that reminder that when we have a strategy, we've got a plan in place. It's not meant to be inflexible or immovable. We do need to go with the flow, go with the changing of the tides, right? But the Emperor is intelligent enough to know when to stick to the strategy, stick to the plan, stay the course, okay, and know when to, embrace those little subtle shifts that sometimes we need, because the Emperor, of course, kings rule kingdoms. Okay, the Emperor is 4 kings rolled into one, and the Emperor rules empires, right? So, so you don't get to be an emperor and ruling all of the empires if you're not a little bit flexible with your strategy. That's not working. I see this going downhill fast. Let's make some moves, right? So this is certainly the energy you're encouraged to embrace here. But with the Emperor, you could also have an inclination here to be your own boss, right? It's a big boss energy, big boss card. So whether you are inclined to be your own boss or step into a leadership position, those opportunities may open up for you here. Now, I do have to say that some of you may have a no coming your way for something, okay? It can be in regards to a conversation. It may have something to do with your boss, okay? Because that 5 of Cups can be a sense of loss, disappointment, sadness, not getting what we want. Okay, there is an opportunity to turn things around, or there's an opportunity to have a second chance or go in a different direction. Okay, so not all hope is not lost here. All right, and sometimes if we do get a no, sometimes that's the answer that we need to kickstart us, right, into doing something a little bit different. Okay, so just be aware of this 5 of Cups energy. Is it your overruling energy for your reading? No. Right? Your big energy here is your Wheel of Fortune and your Emperor. Really positive vibes, okay? And the Emperor is Aries energy. So you could have an Aries person that you're dealing with. They could bring you a yes or bring you a no or bring you some advice. Often that Emperor card does come out as an advice card. But this is your big energy. So this overrules, overrides anything else. It's in the upright. Both those cards are in the upright. So even if something may not feel like it's working out, or you do get a no, or you do have a loss of some kind, okay, it's important to process those feelings and then look to see where we can turn things around. We've got 3 cups spilled over, 2 cups still standing, okay? We just need to turn around and see the possibilities, see the potential. All right. This can also be where you revive something that previously maybe didn't work out, or where you feel like you've missed an opportunity, right? Because retrogrades, okay, retrograde season, retrograde energy in Aries, right? We've got Neptune and Saturn in the sign of Aries, right? And so this can certainly be where we can turn things around and have some sort of revival. Okay, so renew those old opportunities, right? Bring something back into reality. Maybe something didn't work out previously for a reason. 4 of Wands, is also here, right? And the 4 of Wands represents the next level of commitment. It represents success, abundance, something to celebrate. It is also an energy of stability here for you as well, planting roots. So again, you may have some ups and downs as your month progresses. All right. And so with this though, the 4 of Wands is also your 1111 card. So what are you wishing for? What are you hoping for? What are you dreaming for? Because when we stay positive and we recognize here that sometimes if a door closes, it's really meaning that it's pushing us to another door that's about to open, that's a lot better. Rejection is the universe's protection, right? We're not meant to get everything we want all the time. We're often led in a better path, in a better direction. And sometimes there's a lesson to be learned. I mean, we do have Saturn retrograde here, so you could use past lessons to, do something better this time around. But sometimes, we do have a little bit of a lesson to learn. Saturn, again, gets a bad rap, right? Saturn delays, right? Doesn't deny. Okay. But Saturn is here to teach us things, is here to have us focus on our goals. And sometimes, to especially retrograde in Aries, to break the mold, right? So you can turn something back around, or really recognize what have I learned from this situation, okay? And to, may move forward in a better direction there. But with that Four of Wands, you could certainly be making a wish, making a strategy, setting intentions. You could also have a party, by the way, as well, of course, right? Your birthday's all coming up. Okay, so you could be celebrating, having a party. You could be invited somewhere, and maybe it's a little bit bittersweet for some of you there, right? With that Five of Cups there, but I feel like you'll overcome those feelings, okay? But a 11-11 card, right? You could have a wish coming true, especially with the Page of Wands there as well, and the Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune. So you just never know what may happen with that. We've got the Strength card. Queen of Pentacles, wonderful. And the Eight of Cups. So certainly the Eight of Cups here, you could certainly be turning your back on something, moving forward. We can look at this, especially at this time of year for you, as letting go of those things, right? Five of Cups there that are just not working for you, whether they're just your thoughts and your feelings, whether it's actual situations, or whether you are like, just, I'm not going to let my past haunt me. I've learned my lessons, but I'm looking forward to the future, because that Eight of Cups, we are transitioning to the future. We're moving towards the future, right? It is an energy of transition. Okay. So leaving one situation and moving forward, we're following our goals and dreams, or we're making those improvements in our lives, or we're getting out of our comfort zone and heading onto paths unknown that hopefully will be a lot more rewarding, right? But we are letting go of some feelings there, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially when we're dealing with our money. The Queen of Pentacles, we've got the Strength card there as well. The Strength card can certainly be you stepping into your own power, right? Taking your power back, taking control back. Okay, this can be where your ability to, to take charge of your money, take charge of your own world here is very, very strong. But the Strength card gives us courage and gives us, that, how should we say, the confidence to try things that are just, again, a little bit out of our comfort zone. So I feel like you are being kind of pushed forward a little bit. Maybe it's just a little bit of a universal nudge that you needed or didn't even know that you needed. But with the Queen of Pentacles here, the Queen of Pentacles can certainly represent abundance and prosperity. Something has grown and blossomed, and it can certainly be a time of harvest for you. So again, for some of you here, you're following your goals, you're doing everything right, and it's going to pay off for you here. Queen of Pentacles can also be about nurturing and being patient with your money, with your career prospects, right? So again, we already have that energy of patience, and that Queen of Pentacles is just what we need to give us that kind of energy boost. But it is one of nurturing yourself as well, doing something nice for yourself. And, sometimes, Virgo, maybe you do put other people first, or maybe you are helpful to other people, right? You are a sign of service. And this can be a month for you where you do Queen of Swords up there, right? You got two queens, okay? So queens, it's your receiving energy, right? It's one of being open and being in the flow, taking care of things, right? But queens make decisions, and the Queen of Swords makes boundaries, okay? Establishes boundaries or enforces boundaries. So why? So that you can have a little extra time or energy to nurture yourself, your own goals, your own dreams with that Queen of Pentacles. So whatever your situation is, do something nice for yourself, okay? Or focus on your goals, okay? Because, you know, ultimately we are all responsible for our own happiness. We are all responsible for our own path, right? We cross paths with people. We have extra people in our lives, all these things. But ultimately you are your own protector. You are your own nurturer, and you are responsible for you, for yourself, right? So focus on a little bit more on you as you go through the month, and this can be very rewarding for you. You might need to detach from your emotions a little bit, okay? And it can be hard to do that, all right? But where do you see yourself going? Are you happy in your career? Are you comfortable with your money, or is it time to do little improvements, maybe big ones, maybe little ones, okay? And you know, maybe follow a different path, okay? Or just keep going in the direction that you've been going in, right? Because some things can be very rewarding for you. You're on the path, and again, be patient, and your patience may certainly be rewarded for you. But certainly some good, abundant, successful energy here for you, and maybe a little side dose of luck for you there. So let's get a couple last messages out here for you. And we have bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps you shift to a higher vibration and reminds you of the infinite abundance of the universe. Go outside and go enjoy a walk or hike with your pet, meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with limitless vastness. Okay, very much a Queen of Pentacles energy right there. And we have detox your friendships. Again, see, we might have something we're letting go. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. And that includes your workplace as well, right? Your coworkers. Okay. Sometimes they, you know, can, again, take advantage of your good nature. Anyways, having said all that, I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I do hope there was something here for you. I thank you for watching. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful month ahead, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.